Cancer. Really weird. So I just used the facilities before I was going to do this reading, and this song came to me, and it's called Shadows by Yellow Wolf and Joshua something. I forget his last name. Country. He's like kind of country. Anyways, the same line keeps coming up. Memories of shadows haunt me from the years when I was young. And they just keep like playing in my head. It's like that guy. And then I can kind of hear Yellow Wolf in the background rapping, but it's like mostly that line. Memories of shadows haunt me. So I'm not quite sure what kind of reading we're looking at, to be honest. Let's see. Okay. Cancer. The Chariot. Let's see. Okay. So we got ruin number 11. It's just a straight line. Walking in a straight line. And 10. So 10 and 11. I would say that's walking in a straight line. 11 or 10. Yeah, 10 is like a crossroad. 11 is just straight. Let's see. 10. Restriction, conflict, willpower. And 11. Clarity, challenges, introspection. So you could have had, like, there's clarity on restriction. And there were obviously challenges and conflict that you had to work through to gain your own perspective on it. Really going in. I mean, if something did happen to you as a child, then I would imagine you would have quite a bit of restriction in your life. I think I'm going to have to use a couple decks to get this message out, but let's do this first one anyways. Okay. Okay, so give me one for ruin 10. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we got bouncer and 11. That's way too much. But we'll go with it. Card laid is a card played. So these are the restrictions. Whoa. Okay. 10. Wait, I thought 10 was the restrictions. Yeah, 10's the restrictions. This is the clarity. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, so I'm getting right away, I do feel like somebody was taken advantage of as a child. Which I don't know what Yellow Wolf's talking about in that song, but that's the thing, is like everything is like it's always going to be different with everybody, right? Not everybody's journey is the same. So I do, yes. Oh, gross. Okay. So yeah, this is a very, let's just say it's not for the weak-hearted. It's, yeah, not for the weak-hearted. So, you could have had a fear of somebody, all right? And this fear, okay, I believe it scared you to death. And it was always something that people probably told you to just look past. Just look past it. Just look past it. You're fine. And you were like, no, this is a fear. Like, there's something wrong here, okay? You shouldn't just have fears. So then we've got thief with sex and Pandora's box all in reverse. So I do believe that, like, somebody's virginity could have been stolen, right? Through this act. Because it's like, the thing is once you open up the door, right, to what happened to you, you have to accept everything, right? You have to be willing to, like, really put it. It's honestly what happens when you realize what happened to you. You relive it. You do. You. It's awful. But the art of reliving it by telling people, right, by going to the cops or saying something or writing a report, doing something, which we'll get into that. You have to relive it, but it's a different outcome this time, right? And it allows you to go through the crime again and heal through it, right? And heal from it. So then you don't have to carry that with you anymore. So there's, so the way that I see this is the challenges. So this was like what it looked like in your life, okay? What it came through was that you were hexed. That's what it came through. The reasoning behind that would be because there was so much that you had lurking below. You could have come off as a very cold person, right? Because it's self-preservation. You're just trying to keep yourself alive at that point, okay? But the thing is I made this card. It's the big, beautiful, magical cat, okay? This cat, her name is Bev, okay? Beautiful Bev. She came to live with us. Her name originally was Chevy. She didn't like it, so we gave her a new name, Bev. And we believe her name was Beverly. And the way that we helped change her life, like, she was just a street cat, and she became this loving, beautiful cat. And that transformation in her, I knew she was magical. So when I made that card, I thought of her, right? And when she came into my sister and I's life, everything changed. So this is like Bev is coming in right now to say that what happened to you with this sex, okay? It's like, I know you don't want to open up the door, but you have to, I think, at this point, because you have to get this person away from you. I believe this person is still in your vicinity, which is why we have bouncer, because it's like they're in the club or they're trying to get in and you need a security guard. You need somebody there. So when, hypothetically speaking, right? And it's like, I do know that had I had seen my stepfather through this whole coming out process and releasing it, had I had seen him, the damage I would have done to him, because it had been a few years, I probably would have killed him. So you need the energy of the universe to come in to remove people so then your wounds can heal, right? So then you don't go off the handle and end up doing some type of anarchy and taking the law into your own hands, because we know a lot of us will end up doing that, right? So the world is like, okay, we're going to stop this for you. Somebody has seen something, okay? Somebody has opened up their eye to something, or that's you opening up your eye to something. And the way that I saw mine be replayed in my mind, I was almost like I was watching it. So I know that somebody was watching spiritually what my stepfather did to me in a hotel room. Okay, I actually just lost my breath. So this is probably going to be hard for somebody to swallow. Okay, it's going to be hard to bring this up. Okay, but I think if you don't, like I said, if you don't bring it up, then it could be detrimental. Like it already is harming you, keeping it in already, which is why you feel like you're wrapped in a hex, because you already feel this bad energy. You already know that it's there. And the thing is that if you let that sadness wash over you, you might end up just taking it out on yourself and end up killing yourself, right? Because you feel like a lot of times you'll end up feeling like it's your fault, right? And then if you say something and nobody believes you, then again, you're going to feel like it's your fault, right? So you have to be able to be very strong when this comes out. And even at your weakest, you're going to find your strength. That's the thing, right? And this thief that's been hiding, they think that what they did was okay, right? Which is why it's in reverse. They don't think they stole anything from you, even though you know that they stole everything from you. So, I know they do. Okay, let's see what the animals say, because they really want to talk right now, and I'm not quite sure. Lay it out for me. There's the sun. Ooh, crocodile in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the star. We got the star and the what is that? The four swords? Four swords in reverse. So I feel like this is like releasing this is really going to allow you to connect with yourself again. I think that's what it is it's like this person can't scare you anymore, right? Like the thing is I thought my stepfather was going to come after me. And the thing is all he's done is he's tried to intimidate me over the phone. And other than that, he's stayed quiet. He hasn't said anything to me. He hasn't tried to talk to me. He hasn't, I know he's gotten my mother really angry, numerous times, but accusing him of what I did, he's actually never said anything. The last thing he said to me was, "See you in court." And I was like, "Oh, okay, decent, whatever. That's what you're going to say. That's what you're going to say." And that all of a sudden, this man who had scared me for 30 years was no longer scary. Like, I was like, "You're an old fucking man. Like, you're an old man. What are you going to do to me? What are you going to ground me? You're going to tell my mom on me? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to turn my family against me? That's nice. See ya." Like, if they want to hang out with you, I don't want to be around them. Right? If they want to hang out with a fucking loser that takes advantage of kids, go ahead. Go hang out with him. Go be his best friends. Like, he's an alcoholic. He drinks every single day. He is abusive. He beat my mom up numerous times. He threw a chair at her, full blown. He's an asshole. He's always been one, and he's gonna die alone. And I know that he is. And my mom has only used him because he was good looking. She also, is fucked in the head. Took a man who was 17 years older than her. Clearly, she's got some issues that she's never gonna want to address, and that's fine. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But she buried me because of it. She hung me because of it, because she couldn't see what was looking right in her eye, right? So it's like my parents, I all of a sudden woke up and was like, "You guys don't scare me." Even though I was in my 30s, and even though I knew that they couldn't do anything, I was vulnerable, right? Like, my health has been awful. Like, I thought I needed them, but now I realize, like, I was homeless. They didn't even care. So I'm like, why am I thinking that I can lean on these people when these people don't even know what family is? They have absolutely no idea what it's like to sacrifice. They have absolutely no idea what it's like to do something for your kid. All they do is shit for each other. All they do is shit for their spouses. That's all they do. They don't care about their kids. I've watched my cousins grow up. Trust me, those parents didn't care about their kids. They cared about their spouses and about getting drunk and about their trailer park parties and their bingo nights. I know they cared about that shit, but they didn't care about us wandering around for fucking days on end, right? Like, so it's like, and they still at some point held, I think all parents still hold that like, you know, hat over themselves or like that gap over themselves to be like, I'm your adult, I'm your parent, respect me, right? And that kind of respect level, like that kind of how a parent can treat you will scare you forever. Like they will make it seem like if you tell on them, if you do something, you're dead. Like you're dead to them. They're going to take everything, but it's like, what's it worth living? Right? Like, is it worth living by yourself in this fucking hole with a hex, feeling like shit, hiding everything, being as cold as fuck? Like, is it really worth all that when you can just let it go, walk on? Are you going to be broke? I don't know. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know your credit. I don't know. But I know that when you release something like this, it does stop you for a while. Okay, it has to. That's what healing does. You can't be moving and healing at the same time. You have to stop to heal, right? But I do feel like it doesn't matter how deep you hide it. It's going to come up. It's going to come up in your relationships. It's going to come up in your daily life. It's going to come up in your work. It's going to come up everywhere because they took something that is embedded in your roots. It's embedded in your chakras. It's something that wasn't supposed to be taken. It's something that's supposed to be given, right? And I think it's somebody's unique wish to not feel the weight of their parents being parents anymore, because at this point in time, at this stage, if they didn't have your back, if they didn't act like parents, then they don't deserve to be treated like parents. I don't care if they've got mother or father written on your birth certificate. It doesn't matter. If they haven't played the role, they shouldn't be acting it, right? Somebody knows something, somebody saw something, and somebody knows why you act the way that you do, and they're just not saying anything because nobody wants to open up that box. Nobody wants to open up that box in general for themselves, let alone open it for somebody else, right? Apparently, I'm the one that has to do that. But I don't have any fear in anything. I've lived through the darkest, most dangerous days that a human could have ever been alive, and I'm still not scared. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst has already happened. And then it got even worse. And then they say when you hit rock bottom, you can only get up. Trust me, I hit rock bottom and then went even deeper and then went deeper and then thought, hey, I don't even think I'm going to get out of this, and went a little bit fucking deeper. So like, fuck your stereotypes and your bullshit people tell you. They don't know nothing unless they're fucking living it or they have already gone through it. But even still, they don't know you because it's not the same life, right? Ooh, look at that. 3 of Pentacles. Like, that would be, yeah, stinging this crocodile just because they're bigger than you, or just because they're scarier than you, or just because they look like they can hurt you. Trust me, a bee can kill anything, really, especially if they're allergic to it, right? Like a bee, you can be allergic and a bee can sting you. I read the story once that a hunter, he died from a beaver attack. Like that beaver was running after him and got his Achilles in the back, and he just bled out. Like you can't outrun everything. You're not God, right? So anyways, ooh, Ace of Swords on top with the Sun. I knew I was going to see the Sun. Oh my gosh. And look at, there's the Chariot. So honestly, I think there's a reason why you're sad, and I think there's a reason why you feel fear around somebody, and I know that there's a reason why the Sun has come out and your energy is here. This is a Cancer who got hurt, right? And not even, it doesn't even have to be a Cancer. There's Aquarius here, then you and the Sun. So, I mean, honestly, what this person took from you, they weren't allowed to take from you. So if anything, let the Sun come out, move yourself forward, heal, and then stop. Because you don't have to give anybody anything anymore. BBEV is giving you this message. I tell you, my cat is still here in spirit. The cat that nobody wanted. The cat that everybody threw away. And she just came walking into our house, me and my sister, and she was like, can I stay? And we were like, heck yeah, you can live here. Throw you on the streets. Why do people do that? See, taking advantage of such a vulnerable subject, such a vulnerable person, you know? Hope it helps, Cancer. Peace.